I didn't know what came over me, whether it was his politeness or maybe his power, but I couldn't help but take his offered arm. James seemed very kind and intelligent, but aside from that, there was so...
I just love the difference between the thought voice and the speaking voice.
But aside from that, there was something that set him apart from his brothers. Not to mention, he didn't really seem to hold much appreciation for them.
Miss, I have to ask, why do you live alone?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
I'm all ears if you wish to tell.
No. No,
Does it matter?
I don't want to give in to his powers.
No. Maybe another time.
Very well. Here's your seat, then.
Let me get your chair for you, lovely lady.
Oh,
Eric was not very charming, and his smile did not pull at my heart. The way he kept flirting with me definitely designated him as the charmer of the demons, yet there was a little distance in his eyes.
By the way, I apologize for my behavior earlier. Stealing your second kiss like that.
Yes, I'm sure you're so sorry.
huh?
Oh yeah, when I didn't believe they were incubi.
It's fine, I guess. I mean, you didn't just get up and grab a kiss for no reason.
I'm not as forward, unlike Sam.
I disagree.
You're very forward, sir. Suddenly, see?
I'm not forward! Here, let me just lean in and whisper in your ear. Hey, little
Suddenly-
mama.
Hey, little mom, let me whisper in your ear.
I won't lie, though.
Oh,
I
God.
enjoyed kissing you and feeling you melt in my arms.
Oh, my God!
I was torn between smacking him and trying to play it cool so I could smack him without him realizing. Smack him! Smack him!
No! That's going to sting.
Good.
Sorry, I panicked!
No, I was expecting that.
Were you?
Oh, into that.
Oh, no. That would make him actually a likable character.
I drew my attention back to the dishes. I was both intrigued and slightly scared by the amount of food they made. Do they not know how much humans eat?
I mean, what the fuck do they know?
Seeing my expression, Eric leaned forward and proudly smiled, gesturing to all of the dishes with a dramatic sweep of his arm just like Matthew did.
I made almost all of the dishes myself.
Humorously enough, Matthew looked at him with a shocked expression, as if he was betrayed. His face changed instantly to that of a frown.
And I'm the Queen of the Nile.
What's that supposed to mean?
Me, you, and James did the work together, dummy.
It's you, James, and I, Matthew.
Little boys will always make mistakes.
He doesn't look that much young. Relax, okay? Find your
Matt.
chill.
Matthew looked at James in disbelief, probably for siding with Eric, and he annoyedly swiveled back to Eric to confront him.
I'm not a little boy. I'm barely a year younger than you.
Well, you certainly don't act like it.
Oh my god, we're so awful!
What have we done?
I really couldn't help but laugh. Matthew seemed very much like a kid. He was adorable! However, I couldn't help but feel like, in a way, he was much more mature than the others, especially Eric.
Huh? Is something funny?
No, it's nothing at all. Thank you for the meal, all of you.
Oh, you're welcome, miss.
Such a well-mannered young lady. Beautiful inside and out.
Shut up.
Eric, knock it off.
In
You
agreement,
get out of the room.
in agreement with Matthew, Sam cocked his head up and glared at Eric.
Seriously, you're getting really annoying with that suck-up act.
You're really annoying with the fact that you're an awful person. It was obvious that Sam was the bad boy of the group. He
I
had this
disagree.
big, tough act, and it was obvious that he was physically stronger than the rest of the guys.
I feel like he looks like a male clone of our school friend,
Our school friend.
Suzu.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Do you see it now?
Yes.
I'm just trying to be a gentleman. The young girl has already gone through so much. She deserves a good treatment.
There's a difference between being a gentleman and being an obnoxious flirt.
Schooled even by James. You're gonna need some cold water for that burn.
Hey.
Oh, hey, buddy.
By the way, I don't believe we caught your name even though you know each of us.
You know, I'd really rather not tell you my name.
I'm laundry. I'm laundry.
It's a pleasure to finally know your name.
Is it? Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
Uh-huh.
They were all comfortable around me, despite the awkward situation we were in. It was as if it were natural for them to be around humans. I guess that was just how incubi worked.
I mean, if you say so.
But I was still curious about one thing.
Excuse me?
Ooh. And all at once they looked at me. I didn't know why, but having them look at me made me feel kind of important. Like a queen or something.
What is it, miss?
I wanted to thank you for the food, but I still want to know why you all came here. I feel like I don't quite understand.
Understand? Yeah, like being told that a bunch of incubi randomly appearing in your house was perfectly understandable.
Oh, how do we explain?
We were attacked. We came here to heal. What's so difficult to understand?
Chill out.
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
I'm just saying, how is that difficult to understand?
Chill.
No, I mean, like, what actually happened?
Well, you see, we've been traveling around for quite some time now. Just recently we came into town, but we were jumped by this band of misfits.
Oh my god, I know this isn't the case, but you know what would be really funny?
What?
If this band of misfits they were talking about were just like school children with slingshots.
So, in order to escape and heal, we came here for shelter. Again, we apologize for the mess we made.
It's fine, I guess. So you're all better now, right?
Yup, all thanks to you.
Wait. Don't tell me you all took turns while I was unconscious.
Oh, I hate you.
Huh? Me?
You see, beautiful, we feed on sexual
God.
energy. But we don't just get it from kissing lovely ladies such as yourself. We can simply touch someone's hand to obtain sexual energy.
Oh, well, that works a lot better than
Everyone
kissing.
craves
Okay,
sexual
I'm
energy,
okay with
you
that.
know.
Just touch my hand.
Just
Let that be the end of it.
I'm okay with that. These incubi intrigued me, but at the same time I could almost hear a warning siren going off in my head. Good.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Well, what do you all plan to do now?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now, James?
That is a very good question. We just got here and surely we'll be hunted again if we leave.
We can take him easily.
Not without more training, Sam. The result of that was clearly evident in our last encounter with them.
At that moment, I didn't know what came over me, but I suddenly felt sorry for them. Maybe two of them. They couldn't possibly survive out there. If they didn't know it was illegal to break into people's homes, they probably didn't know a bunch of other stuff, like traffic signals. They probably would cause chaos
How to do laundry.
all over the town. Or on the flip side, they could be taken in for questioning and be poked and prodded like lab frogs for research. That was even worse. But most of all, they reminded me of back then.
Back then?
I was standing alone. The entire classroom was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the midst of it, quiet and alone. It was strange seeing the whole world pass in front of me with such vibrancy, all while I stood there. On the plus side, I wasn't engaged in any of the drama that might have arisen, like scribbling on someone's paper for revenge or kicking someone too hard. It was kind of nice just standing back and watching things pass by and life go on. I had long before convinced myself that I preferred being alone. I often said to myself in encouragement, yeah, I want to be alone. There's no one I like better than me, so I ought to spend more time with myself. But there was a certain bitterness that, coupled with being alone, made me feel so sad. There was a difference between being alone and lonely. I just didn't realize it at that moment. And even after that moment, my father, my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was so lonely.
This is super dark for a baby.
Yeah. Oh no, this is probably the trigger warning. That's when I decided on it right then. Oh no, hey, never mind. It scared me. I was going to see my grandfather. I didn't care if my father wouldn't take me. I was going to walk my way over there and see what he had to say about it.
Oh no.
Do
you really think she's gonna be able to find her way there?
I had never seen him before that.
I have never seen him before that.
What better time to see him then? If no one else was going to help me with what I was feeling, I might as well have turned to him. So after school, I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there, and I was armed with only a scrap of paper with the address scribbled on it. As a 7-year-old, I obviously had great ideas. I soon became lost, and like I always did when I felt lost, I just stood there on the sidewalk, back pressed up against the wall and eyes looking at the strangers passing by. And like always, people continued to pass by and life continued to go on. I was sadder than ever. I had ended up in the situation I was originally in. Nothing had changed. I felt that I was silly for even thinking that I could change things with my own hands. That was until a voice brought me back to reality.
Laundry!
Hun, is that you?
I looked up and saw an unfamiliar face, but it was obvious that whoever was talking to me knew who I was. And from that moment, things began to change. Life began moving its rusty joints, and I realized that things were moving along. Suddenly, I became part of the crowd that moved like a blur past me. I was no longer someone who stood still and watched others hurry past me. Life had changed. I had changed. Because the very person who found me that day was my grandfather. I had the opportunity to help them, though would I? I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if it was the best idea, after all. 5 demons in my house wasn't exactly the living arrangement that I had imagined when I first moved in. There was the matter of making sure no one found out about their powers. Thinking about them as lab rats made my stomach queasy. And even if they passed for humans, how would I explain having guys living in my house? Imagine if my friends came over. They would practically think I was part of a harem or something.
Yeah, imagine that.
Oh God, imagine if my parents came over. I think my mom would faint. Who knows what my dad would do? I think he'd have them arrested on the spot. Oh, this was hard. Maybe I should have written out a pros and cons list before actually having to make the decision. I mean, not like I had time to, but it would have been nice.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
Okay.
It was strange that I happened to remember what my grandfather said to me when I was little. But it did kind of make sense. They weren't in the exact same situation I was in before, but I did want to help them out. I think it would ease my conscience and also make me a bit happy to give them help. As weird as that sounded. Clenching my hands into fists, I strengthened my resolve to speak up.
Well, you could.
What was that, lovely lady?
That is,
Spit it out already.
you could stay here with me if you'd like.
As soon as I finished my sentence, the room became still. I'm not sure what went through their heads for my words. The silence in the air cut like a knife until I finally spoke up once more.
It seemed like you all needed a place to stay. And, well, I just moved into this giant house, so it seemed like it made sense.
It was still quiet in the room. I decided to keep talking.
If you'd like to stay here, though, there are 2 things I need you all to follow.
Yes?
First of all, you can't use your powers or deliberately do something that might harm me or any guest that comes over. We'll stay for enemies, but you get the drift.
That sounds reasonable.
Second, you have to help me with errands around the house. This place is kind of big, so yeah.
That is a generous offer, miss. Are you sure that would be okay? We don't wish to burden you any more than we already have.
It's alright, really. I mean, I just started living here myself, so I'd appreciate some help around the house.
A wonderful idea. We'll live here and train while helping you with the house. Servants for the lovely princess.
I knew it. He is into it.
What? Are you serious?
Oh, suck it up.
Shh, be quiet, Sam. I haven't slept in a bed for days.
Poor Bab.
They all seem to like the idea, except for Sam.
But
and
whoever
hey,
cares what Sam wants.
nobody cares what Sam wants, and I really hated him, but I didn't hate the idea either, even if they were incubi. It'll be interesting having 5 guys help me with taking care of the house, given they would follow the rules that I had just laid down.
Grr, fine, but we're not staying here forever. Only until we can beat up that group of punks.
Yep, they're the punks.
I think that is a reasonable time limit for our stay.
Yes, this is awesome.
Also beautiful. If you need a bedfellow.
I will kick you.
God.
Eric, knock it off.
I was happy that they agreed, even though I really wanted to kick Eric. Maybe it was because I wasn't going to be lonely for a while. Maybe it was because they all needed help and my want to help people was fulfilled. I would never be sure.
So what are we waiting for? Let's celebrate and dig in.
Finally, I'm starving.
Instantly, Matthew and Sam began to stuff themselves with the food on the table. I noticed James' eye twitching in irritation, so I stifled my incoming laugh.
Really, you two? You're both acting like pigs.
Oh, let them have a little freedom, James. It's not like we've eaten recently either. I'm sure they've been starving.
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like backyard swine.
So they can eat normal food?
Okay. I almost couldn't hold it in. But I did, so I didn't. So then... I looked back at Damien, who had been silent the whole time. He was leaning against the far wall, moving his lips almost silently to the empty space beside him.
What?
Out of curiosity, I looked the same way, though I found nothing there.
It's nothing.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
I looked back to Damien looking at me with his normal blank face. I couldn't help but stare back, feeling the red tint of embarrassment spreading across my face. As I stared, Damien gave a very small smile and closed his eyes, returning to his thoughts. Eventually, we all ate dinner together. It was strange eating with just guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like part of their family as we ate together. However, our peace was soon disturbed.
It's my mom. Excuse me. Hello?
Hey, honey, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you off.
Hi, Mom. Everything's fine. I'm actually eating dinner right now.
Oh, good, good. So there was food there. Well, your father wanted me to call and talk to you about having a house party tomorrow night to celebrate the new house and all.
No.
A house party? Tomorrow night? So soon?
Your father insists. You know how he is with events.
Well, time to hide them in the closet. I knew exactly what she meant. He didn't like long, relaxing periods between important events. It was slightly messed up, like everything about my father. I was expected to act on the drop of a dime, from moving immediately the day after a funeral to my grandfather's house, to now organizing a party.
I know. Well, since I don't exactly have you two here to help me arrange it, I'm gonna need some time to prepare things.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, Suzu and Naomi can help. I have work, and you know how your father is.
I know. I have to do it myself. He won't help.
I'm sure it'll be amazing, honey. I have faith in you.
Wow.
Thanks, Mom.
All right, I gotta go. I love you, sweetie.
So
I love you too, Mom.
he wants us to do this, but he doesn't want to have any part in it. In actually planning it.
Fucking hell. Great, now how am I gonna do this?
Is something wrong?
Yeah, everything.
She has to organize a house party for her parents.
Ah, yes, mind reader.
He's helpful. I like him.
I do.
Huh? How did you... Oh, right, mind reading. But, yeah, I gotta do it soon or my parents will be really disappointed. I have to stay up and organize everything tonight.
Hey, why don't we help you? That's what we're here for, right?
I don't see why not.
Yes, serve me.
I can name a few reasons why we shouldn't.
Shut up, Sam.
Sam?
Back off.
We'll take care of everything, miss. Just leave everything to us.
That was surprising. I didn't think the boys would offer to help right off the bat. It would seem that perhaps I am the incubi. I couldn't help but smile. I was actually rather thankful now that I let them stay. Now I didn't have to do everything alone. As I kept thinking about it, I couldn't help but yawn.
Feeling a little tired over there, princess?
I'll kick you.
Yeah, it's been a long day. At least tomorrow's the weekend so I can sleep in.
Then it hit me.
Wait, where are you all going to sleep?
We found some
You've got,
guest
like,
rooms on the
16
opposite end of the
bedrooms.
house from the master bedroom. I'm sure those will do just fine.
Oh, got it. Alright, then I'm heading to my room to study and sleep. I guess I'll see you all tomorrow?
Have a good night.
Ugh.
I will. You too.
With that, I left the dining room and went to my room.
Eric, no.
What? I wasn't going to do anything.
Yes, he was.
I like you, Damien.
No.
As soon as I got into my room, a wave of exhaustion hit me.
Why am I so tired all of a sudden? I just woke up from that nap.
Oh no.
Someone stole our energy. I dragged myself to bed and hauled up one of my bags. I opened it and grabbed my economics book, knowing that no matter how tired I was, I had to study at least a page or two before sleeping at last. The words on the page scrambled in my mind as I read through them, but after 2 or 3 tries, I managed to understand what the page was about.
Equations, ugh.
Finally, I decided to change into my pajamas and head to bed. Today had been a long day, and I needed the rest.
Hopefully tomorrow will be better. 3 days of surprises in a row would kill me.
With that thought in my mind, I drifted to sleep, embracing the darkness of slumber.
Probably shouldn't.
Oh God.
You fucking pretty boys think you're all that, huh? Well, save that to the end of my pistol.
Okay.
Huh? What's going on?
I couldn't move my body. I felt like I was tied up and I couldn't see anything beyond the darkness that surrounded me. Yet I could hear sounds of a heated argument coming at me from all directions.
One move and she gets it.
3 surprises would probably kill me.
God damn it.
Let her go!
Matthew?
Come on, chicken shit. Fight us like a real man.
Like you scare me, Sam. Come on. Take one step. I dare ya.
Why can't I see?
Stay away from her, Malix!
Malix.
Malix.
And what are you gonna do, nerd boy?
Suddenly I felt myself pulled to one side, and arms wrapped around my body protectively.
I've got you. Don't worry.
Ew.
Look, at least we're not dead, okay?
I know, but still.
Cut him a little bit of slack just because we're not dead.
Fine.
Eric!
As I was held in a tight embrace, I felt the world around me once again settle into a low, peaceful hum. The hostility of the dream before had faded into black as the arms around me rocked me comfortably. Rocked me Amadeus. Slowly, though, my eyes fluttered open and I looked at the person holding me. Oh, what?
Oh, no.
Never mind.
Cool.
We're good.
It's Damien?
I stared into the eyes of Damien. His face was painted with worry and concern, and I knew he must have seen my dream.
What, did we see the future?
Oh.
Why did I dream of Eric holding me, though?
You can't control your dreams.
Oh.
Oh, well, I guess you're right.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. What time is it?
It's 9 a.m. James and I were making breakfast when I,
Oh?
You can't control your mind reading?
No, not yet at least. I hope to learn eventually, though.
Aw.
Is everything alright?
Pat.
That can be torture. Like, having all those voices in your
right?
head.
I know, it makes me think of Misfits now.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm alright.
That's good. I'm assuming you had a nightmare.
Yeah. I'm sorry for disturbing you both.
You didn't disturb us, miss. Besides, we'd rather make sure you're okay before anything.
Why? What do you care?
Weirdo.
Oh, thank you?
Now, why don't you come downstairs with us and have some breakfast? I'm sure some nice food will take your mind off of what you dreamt of.
I like food.
It was embarrassing to be the damsel in distress once again, but I felt rather happy that James and Damien were concerned for me, despite only knowing me for a short time. I wasn't sure if it was just courtesy, or if they were genuinely concerned. I couldn't exactly read their minds.
Okay.